Hi students, this is for 6th standard. In the last class, we have studied about factors and multiples, how to find out the HCF and LCM and all. Okay. In this class, we will study about one more branch in the mathematics. So as you know, mathematics have many branches. So for you, only 3 branches we can learn. So arithmetic, algebra, and what today we are going to learn is the geometry. So arithmetic means it is the studying about numbers, fractions, decimals, integers, okay, decimal fractions. So that and all comes HCF, LCM and whatever we find out is in arithmetic. So algebra means with numbers we use alphabets. So in the next class, in the next lesson, your introduction to algebra is there. Okay, so with the number we use alphabets, that means A to Z. Small letter of A to Z we will use, that I will tell afterwards. Then the third branch of the mathematics is geometry. So in 5th standard you have learned about that geometry. So it is one of the branches of mathematics. So many branches are there. Trigonometry is there, integral calculus. In higher classes you are going to learn about that. Now the only 3 branches of mathematics you are going to learn. In higher 8th standard you are going to learn about one more branch, it is trigonometry. So today we are going to learn about geometry. In 5th standard only and from 4th standard only we are learning about geometry. So what is geometry now? So the father of geometry is Euclid. So the father of geometry is Euclid, the name of that mathematician who introduced geometry. So in this class we will learn about the basic geometrical ideas. So what are the basic ideas of geometry? I think you are all familiar with that. In every class I start from basic only, whether it may be geometry or anything. So once again, so the father of geometry is Euclid. That's why it is also called as an Euclidean geometry. Okay. So then what is geometry? So it is 2 words. I think you are all familiar with this. So it is geo means earth. Metron means it is, that is nothing but measurement. So the earth measurement is called as geometry. Okay. Take one tape and measure the diameter of the earth or the circumference of the earth, finishes the geometry. Is it? No. So geometry is nothing but study about the shapes and their measurement. Shapes and their measurements. Okay. So why they have taken geo as earth? Why they have taken the word geo as earth? That means geo meaning is a geography. Study about the earth. Is that no? Geography in social you get no. Geo means earth. Why they have taken this word geo? Why they have not taken any other word? So earth is in which shape? Sorry, spherical shape. It is not in circular, round. It is in spherical shape. I think the difference between spherical and circle you know. Circular is a 2-dimensional figure. Spherical is a 3-dimensional figure. Okay. So why they have taken earth means earth is in spherical shape. It is one of the shape. Yes or no? So symbolically they have taken as earth. So earth includes everything. Earth ella ide. Living things, non-living things. Everything is there. So in symbolically they have taken it as earth measurement. If you measure the earth, everything we can measure. So that is the meaning of that geometry. Why they have taken geo as the word means earth. Earth is in spherical shape. Earth includes everything. Earth has everything. Okay, earth ella ide. Living things, non-living shapes, everything. It includes everything. So that's why study about the shapes and their measurements is nothing but geometry. Okay, so the study, it is one of the branches in mathematics. It deals with the study of shapes and their measurement. Shapes means any one shape you take. What is the length of that? What is the breadth of that? What is the height of that? What is the diameter of that? What is the circumference of that? That and all we can study in geometry. Now the basic concept of geometry, you are all familiar with that. What is that? Point. Dot also you can say. So point is nothing but a dot on a surface. It has no length, no breadth, no height, no weight, no thickness. Just we can locate a point and we can name it by any letter. Capital English letters. Understood? Any letters we can take, we have to use only the capital letters while naming the points and all. Why we call this point as a fundamental concept or basic concept of geometry? Why point is a basic? Because all the things, whatever we finding on the earth, are all made up of points. Any shape or anything, even our body is made up of, I think you are all familiar with the cell. Cell is a structural and functional unit of living organisms. The non-living things are made up of atoms. Atoms are also very tiny particles. Yes or no? So in many ways, so all the things are made up of points. That's why point is a fundamental concept of the geometry. So point is just we can locate on a surface. Locate means mark ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. We cannot measure the point. Understood? So that is the fundamental concept of the geometry. The next, if we join the many points, what it become? Line. So line is nothing but group of points. Set of points or group of points. If I name this many points, we can take just a small line I am taking. So I am naming it as A, C, P, Q, R, S, B, M. Many points, just I am marking only the few points. Okay. So this is line. So line is a set of points or group of points. If we join the points, it become a line. Okay. It may be in the line also many types are there. Curved line, zigzag line, and outcomes. Afterwards we learn about that. Now, so I told line is a set of points. Okay. Among this line, if I take the distance between any two points, that means from A to B I am taking. There is no any other points between this. Okay, I am taking the distance between any two points, that is A and B. For example, it may be 2 cm. So this type of line is called as line segment. So, so line segment is nothing but the distance between any two points. It has one starting point, one ending point. For this line, there is no starting and ending point. We can write the points and we can add the points. We can join the points. So among the many points, if I select any two points, and it may be AC also. Any name we can give. It may be 1 centimeter. It has definite length. The line segment has definite length. It has one starting point and one ending point. So what is the line segment we can give as the definition? The distance between any two points. It may be any two points. It's not compulsion that we have to take AB only. You can take AQ also. In between that there will be no any other points. Okay. So AB. So one starting point, one ending point. Line segment have definite length. So these are the basic geometrical ideas I am giving. So that means in 5th standard also I learned about this. Next. So this is the line segment. Okay. If I extend this line segment towards both the direction, towards right also, towards left also. Okay. This type of line is called as straight line. Okay. So that means we can extend this line segment towards both the direction to any length. So that's why this arrow mark. Arrow mark means number line. Just remember the number line. Number line is nothing but a straight line. What is an explanation of number line we are giving? Number line is nothing but the straight line. So there also we are writing this arrow mark. Why we are writing this arrow mark means that arrow mark shows we can extend ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. We can extend that in both the direction, towards right also, towards left also. And this straight line has no definite length because we can extend in both the direction to any length. Okay, straight line is a line which can extend in both the direction. So this is not compulsory that we have to extend like this only. We can extend this line segment means we can extend like this also. Straight line. Okay. So this is straight line. And next, sorry. If it is a line segment, if I extend this only one direction, what it is called? Is a ray. Or if it is a line segment, I am extending in this direction. If it is a line segment, I am extending in this direction. So it is extending in only one direction. Any direction it may be, it is moving towards only one direction. Or it can extend in this direction also. Very good example for the rays is sun rays. So sun is the point where the rays are coming and they can move towards one direction only. They were not going back. Light rays also. Understood? So sun is the fixed point from where the rays are coming out. So here also ray means extend in only one direction. So one direction. So these are the basic points of the geometry you have to learn. Based on this only many concepts of the geometry have derived. So point is a fundamental concept of geometry or basic concept of geometry because all the things are made up of point. Point is just a dot on a surface. It has no length, no breadth, no height, no thickness and all. Okay. So if we join many points, it becomes a line. So line is a group of points. No starting or ending point, we can write as many as points we want and we can join that, it becomes a line. So among the many points, if we select the distance between any two points and if we name that by any letter, that distance between the two points is line segment and it has a definite length. It has one starting point and one ending point. Understood? And the same line segment, if we extend it in both the direction, if we extend that in both the direction, so it becomes straight line. Straight line has no definite length because it can be extended in both the direction to any length. It has no starting point, no ending point. Okay. Next, ray. Ray is a line which can be extended only one direction. It has one starting point but there is no ending point. So very good example for the ray is sun ray. Okay, that means the rays are emerging out from the sun means it can reach the earth, it won't go back. So the starting point is the sun and the rays are coming out of from that sun. Very good example for the ray you can remember is the sun. Okay, these are the basic concepts of the geometry, basic ideas also we can say. Based on this, many concepts are there. So the next is the next concept. So line you came to know. So line, straight line, ray. There and all only one line we are writing. We are drawing only one line. So wait, I will tell you now. Just I am going to rub this. Yes. So what is this? I am naming it as AB. AB is a straight line. Only one line is there. Yes or no? If I draw one more line like this and if I name it as CD. So these two lines are pair of lines we can call. Pair means two lines. Pair of lines. Pair means always two. Pair of trousers, pair of scissors, pair of tongs, pair of slippers, pair of shoes. So there one is not, I mean, there must be two. For example, scissors. here I have taken two lines together. Okay, I'm not writing, and I'm not writing like this or like this somewhere else and all. So I have same length and drawing it like this. Either I am drawing like this also. So I am naming it as AB and CD. So these two lines are called as parallel lines. What are these parallel lines? So this is only a straight line. It is not called as a parallel line. Parallel lines are always in two or three, more than two only. Here I am taking only two. It may be more than two also. So if I write only the straight line, this we cannot call it as a parallel line. Just it is a straight line. So whenever we write the two lines together, okay, that time pair of lines we can call, that pair of lines are parallel lines. So what is the explanation or what is the meaning of parallel lines means? See, if we extend this, I am writing this same AB and CD here, AB and CD. If I extend this towards this direction, if I extend this towards this direction also, both the lines never meet each other. That means ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. Okay, that type of lines are called as parallel lines. See, so if I draw the lines like this, and if I extend towards this side, if I extend towards this side, if I extend towards this side, if I extend, they never meet each other, and the distance between these two lines, if it is 2 centimeter here, it must be 2 centimeter in the last point where up to where you have extended. So here also the distance between the two lines is same, and then they are not meeting each other. So instead of that, so this is the line. If I extend like this, somewhere they will meet. So that type of lines are not called as parallel lines. Very good example for the parallel line is the railway line. I think you have seen that railway line. So they are parallel to each other. If they are curved, then also another one is also like this. The railway lines never be like this. Yes or no? Railway lines are the very good example for the parallel lines. Are the ladder. Ladder will not be like this. Yes or no? And what else we can give the example? This one. Electric line. This is one pole, this is one pole. The wires between that is parallel to each other. They never do like this. What happens? Short circuit will happen. So that is one examples we can give. And what we can call the rods of the window. That is also we can call it as an example for parallel lines. So parallel lines are the lines which never meet each other if we extend to any length. Okay, so that type of lines are parallel line. Very good example for the parallel lines are railway line are the sides of the ladder, windows, rods of the window, and the electric lines between the poles. So this and all we can give as the example for parallel lines. So understood now? So the parallel lines will be always in twos. So we can write one more also, no problem. We can name it as EF. Okay. So pair of lines means two must be there. Then only we can call that as a parallel lines. If I draw only like this means this is not a parallel line, this is just a straight line. So parallel lines are the lines which never meet each other if we extend them into any direction in both the any length in both the directions. So these are parallel lines. For example, edge of the scale. So the scale means this edge and this edge never meet each other. Edges of the table. This edge and this edge never meet each other. Yes or no? So these are the example for parallel lines. So the parallel lines explanation is, and the meaning of the parallel line are the what we can say, definition of the parallel lines means the lines, the pair of lines. We have to use the word pair because it will be in two or more. Okay, the pair of lines which never meet each other if we extend them in both the directions. So these are parallel lines. Parallel lines. So among the lines we are learning the different types of lines. Okay. So the first one is parallel lines. Now I am taking two lines. I am naming it as AB, XY. So here what is the difference between that parallel lines and this line? They never meet each other. Yes or no? Here they were meeting each other at a point. We can name it as ORP, whatever the letter you can. So the two lines are meeting at a common point O. Yes or no? They are crossing each other. They were intersecting. Intersecting and forming how many angles? 4 angles. If two lines meet each other means they are forming 4 angles. So this intersecting, they are intersecting, they are crossing. Crossing each other at a common point. This point is called as where the two lines meet each other, 2 or more lines, no problem. Point of intersection, where the two lines meet, 2 or more lines meet each other, they are called as, that is called as point of intersection. When the two lines meet at a common point or intersect each other, that type of lines are called as intersecting lines. In the name only we can make out. Inter, ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Two lines, 2 or more lines, maybe as I am taking only 2. So like this also, all these are intersecting lines because they are all crisscrossing each other and they are all meeting at a common point. That point is called as point of intersection. So there is no compulsion that it should cross like this only. So this one, they can cross like this also. R. They can cross like this also. So what is the condition of intersecting lines means the pair of lines which are intersecting at a common point. 2 or more lines, but I am taking only the pair of lines here. So the point where the two lines meet is called as point of intersection. So whenever two lines meet each other at a common point, 4 angles will be formed. So that is intersecting lines. So here 2 acute angles will form, 2 obtuse angle will form. Acute and obtuse, you know, the angles which are more than 90, less than 0 are acute, more than 90, less than 180 are obtuse angle. Here these 4 angles, among the 2 acute and 2 obtuse angles will be formed. So in the next chapter you are going to learn about that. So here the intersecting lines are the pair of lines which meet each other. In parallel lines they never meet each other, but the pair of lines which meet each other at a common point and making a intersection point, that is point of intersection, that type of lines are called intersecting lines. So intersecting lines are the pair of lines where they meet each other at a common point. So these are intersecting lines. So in intersecting line also one more type we can. So just observe the difference between these two. Here also point of intersection is there. Here also point of intersection is there. Both are intersecting lines only. But what is the difference between these two? I think you are all familiar with just now I told 4 angles are formed, 2 acutes and 2 obtuse. But if the lines meet perpendicularly, straight, and they form 4 right angles. that type of lines are called as perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines also intersecting lines only. Okay, but what is the difference between other intersecting lines and the perpendicular lines? Means whenever they meet each other, they form right angles. See here, they are crossed, intersected crosswise. Here they are crossed straight, in straight. Yes or no? So this is the difference between this intersecting line and perpendicular. Perpendicular lines are also intersecting lines. But the difference is, while crossing each other, the perpendicular line forms 90-degree angles, 4 90-degree angles. This is 190 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. So if it is one of the angle is 30 means this is 30. So this is 150, 150. So add more than 360 per vehicle. So okay, yes, 360 per vehicle. So here also 90 into 4, 360. Here also if you add all this, we will get 360. So whenever two lines intersect each other, 360 degree, 4 angles will be formed at the sum 360 degree. So intersecting lines are the lines which intersect at each other at a common point, forming 4 angles. Perpendicular lines are also intersecting lines. They also intersect at a common point, but perpendicular line forms 94 right angles measuring 90 degree. Understood? So this is perpendicular line. So perpendicular line is also an intersecting lines. There also two lines meet each other. But here the angles formed are acute and obtuse. Here the angles formed are 90 degree. So understood? So this is the basic thing about geometry. So tomorrow we learn about more. So today what I have to do? Just complete the HCF and LCM exercise. Okay?